This is every single one of the brand new LEGO Minecraft sets dropping January 1st of 2026. And thank you so much to the LEGO group for sending this over early for review. So let's go ahead and decide if all of these are actually going to be worth it or not. Our first set is actually going to be Steve's Taiga Adventure. This set has 79 pieces and is going to cost $10 when it comes out. And in this set, we have an awesome lineup of mobs with Steve, a creeper, this little bunny, as well as the brand new fox, which is really cool because as you can tell by this little face molder here, it actually is going to be new, but it still kind of looks a little cursed. But for the actual build, there's not much going on here. We literally just have a little taiga in the mossy cobblestone biome. There's going to be some snow right here, as well as a really cool spruce tree. I will say I always love seeing the different types of trees. And the only thing really going on here is this little play feature with the TNT. However, the most special thing about this set is going to be this 1x1 block. And you might be like, that's kind of lame, but it's actually going to be the first ever 1x1 chest in LEGO Minecraft. And that is a really big deal because that makes it so you can actually put these in a lot more spaces now. Plus, there's even going to be a stud on top. And sadly, the build on this set really makes it hard for me to really say that this is going to be worth it. However, we do get the brand new fox, as well as the 1x1 chest in the $10 LEGO Minecraft set. So I'll say this one is going to be kind of iffy and may be worth it. And up next, we actually have our $15 Nether and End Portal Journey. This set is 192 pieces, and again, is going to cost $15 when it releases, and it literally just consists of an end portal and a nether portal. The mobs included in this set are going to be this enderman holding some endstone, as well as this baby hoglin, and this is really funny, but this minifig is actually going to be called the Cool Hero. I'm not even kidding. But again, in the set, we just have this little nether portal that's actually going to be used by the exact same design that we've seen in the past couple of waves. We have some netherrack and some quartz right here, as well as this little endstone and chorus tree right here. But by far the coolest thing is actually going to be the end portal, because we do not have many sets at all, maybe 3, that have ever used the Eye of Ender piece, and we've never had one with the actual end, as well as these little translucent like purple tiles right there to kind of give the end its little effect. But what's really cool about this, again, is going to be the end pearls, but there's actually going to be a little play feature here where you can actually, I guess, simulate putting on the Eyes of Ender to actually start the end and go inside of it. But I gotta be honest with you, I have been a hater of this set since it's been announced. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why there's an end portal and another portal in the exact same set. It does have a really cool minifig, and I guess the concept is all right, but for $15, getting an awesome end portal definitely makes this thing entirely worth it. I just wish it didn't have all these random little side builds. And then up next, we actually have the chicken farm. This thing is going to have 233 pieces and is gonna cost $20 when it comes out. And what I really love about this set is that it literally is going to be a chicken farm. You can see the brick-built chicken right here, as well as some awesome mobs. Starting off with our minifig, we literally just have a guy in a chicken suit. We have another fox in here with the awesome new mold. We have a little baby chick, as well as a baby zombie. And for the first time ever, we actually have the cold chicken, which doesn't really look the same as it does in game, but I'll take it. And going on to the actual set, I love any of the brick-built animals that we ever get. This one is also going to be really cool because that has a couple of play features. Not only can you actually move the little wings right there to kind of, I guess, simulate it flying, but there's actually going to be 2 parts over here in the back, because if you actually pull out whatever the red thing is called on the chicken, it actually is going to activate the thing right there to actually spit out some seeds. And back here on the back, if you pull this little tab, it'll pop out a little egg that's supposed to go into the barrel, but it doesn't work. And we even have a smoker, which is really cool. But by far my favorite thing is that you can actually detach the chicken if you really wanted to have it on its own. And I gotta be honest with you, for $20, this set really packs a punch. We get a brand new chicken jockey, as well as a really cool chicken little mini build. I love these builds so much, so I'm kind of biased towards that, but I really think that this thing really is great for only $20. And here we actually have the Pale Garden set. This is going to have 243 pieces at another $20 price point, and this is by far probably my favorite set out of the entire wave, just because of this guy right here. Because this is going to be the Pale Garden. If you've never actually experienced this in Minecraft, it's basically a horror game, and I love it so much. And in this set, we have a couple of awesome minifigs and mobs as well. Like right here, we're actually going to have the Mothman minifig, as well as the basic creeper, the basic skeleton with enchanted armor, and again, the coolest thing out of the entire wave, the creaking. This thing has a lot of really cool parts, like we actually have the little printed tile as the face right there. The arms are going to be asymmetrical like they are in game, and this thing is just absolutely creepy, and I love how it translates into Lego. The set is also going to have one of the 1x1 chests as well, and you can fill it with amber right there. The build itself on the bottom isn't really going to be that much. It does have all of the little grass from the Pale Garden, as well as the white oak tree with the amber on the little branches as well. And just spinning this thing around, you can see the tree is going to be really cool because we have these little green and white tiles on top to kind of give it the little texture it has in game. And back here, you might even notice this piece right here, because once you actually push that, it pops this out, and it even reveals the little heart that you're supposed to break in the middle of the trees to actually be able to finally kill the creaking. We're even going to have some torch flowers in this set as well. The only complaint I have is that the torch flowers only come in the bloomed version. I kind of wish they would have given us the version where it wasn't bloomed. And I already told you at the start of reviewing this that this is my favorite one out of the wave. Again, it's really just because of the creaking, because the mob is so cool, and so is this biome. I love when LEGO Minecraft gives us brand new things and biomes. I just love it so much. For $20, this is an absolute steal. At 250 pieces almost, and a new mob, this thing is awesome. For our next set, we're actually going to be having the Zombie Dungeon. This set has 284 pieces at a price of $30 when it retails in January of 2026, and this thing is quite literally a 2-story mob spawner on top of a desert. In it, we get this awesome little minifig holding the brand new mace, as well as 3 zombies, and a slime. But just take a look at the actual set. Again, it just has 2 different layers. We actually have kind of a cave outside of a little desert, and down below we have the mob spawner. And down below there's even going to be a play feature right here where you can actually slide the door open and reveal some zombies as if they're spawning from the mob spawner. And the only thing that sucks about this one is it doesn't actually have the play feature where you can actually rotate it like a couple of the other ones do. However, the details in the set are going to be pretty cool. Starting at the top, we actually have this cactus with the flower on top. This is the first time we've seen that, so that's super awesome. Down here we actually have some gold, as you can see in some of the deserts, as well as some coal. The little slime is interesting because it doesn't really make sense for the slime to be out on top like this, but you know, I digress, being a Minecraft nerd, whatever. There's even going to be a play feature right here where if you actually can move this right here, it actually drops some sand, which is really cool because we've never actually seen the actual physics of the Minecraft stuff before. So it's really cool to see the sand physics actually working in a LEGO Minecraft set. And then going down to the dungeon level, we actually are going to have another 1x1 chest with some loot in there. We have some vines to get up, as well as a lava pool on the very other side. I gotta be honest with you, I don't really like the details too much on the set. It just kind of is an eyesore in my opinion. But we do have to talk about this mace, because we've never seen the mace until now in a LEGO set. And I don't know how I feel about it, because it is going to use the same flat texture like all of the other weapons and tools do in LEGO Minecraft. But having a mace finally is super sick, and I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. I just wish it might have come with a wind charge or something in the set, because that would have made a little more sense. But for $30, I am not a huge fan of the set. Again, it has a mace and it's a mob spawner, but the set itself is really boring to me. And other than the mace, there's literally nothing new in this set that you can't get anywhere cheaper. So really not worth it in my opinion. And then we actually are going to have this buildable fox. This set is going to have 497 pieces and it's going to cost $40 again when it comes out January 1st. And if you remember last year's set, we actually ended up getting the creeper, and this is going to be exactly in the same scale as this, which is really cool to see that they're going to be continuing the big versions of the mobs. And again, this one is just going to be the fox, and I absolutely love it because we have this really nice textured body right here with a ton of little tiles on there. So just make sure you put those on right, because if you have them crooked, they can look a little goofy. We have the big bushy tail, the legs, and somehow mine fell off and I don't know where it went. And we actually have the head that you can actually kind of rotate and move around a little bit. And what's really cool about the fox is there's actually going to be a little Easter egg inside of this little pink box, because once you take the top off and dump out the contents, you're going to see an egg as well as some berries, because if you didn't know, in the game, foxes will actually go after chickens and kill them, so there's going to be an egg in its digestive system, as well as some sweet berries, because that's where they live. And sadly, while there's not much to do with the actual body besides actually move the head left and right, and kind of move the tail in slight different positions, what's really cool about the actual head is you might notice that we're going to have a little piece right here, but that's literally because you can actually take the head off and move it and turn it to where he's going to be sleeping. But what's really cool is, just like in the Wolf Stronghold set, you're actually going to have 2 different versions of the eyes, so really you can genuinely make it look like it's sleeping if you change it like this. And as an avid lover of the LEGO Minecraft animals, this is probably another one of my favorite ones out of the entire wave. For $40, it is going to, again, be in the same scale as the Creeper one was, and I really think that it's going to totally be worth it, if I'm being honest with you. And for another heavy hitter out of the wave, we're going to have the mini biomes. This set has 797 pieces, and it's going to cost $60. And just like the fox, we've actually seen another one of these versions because we've actually gotten the crafting table in the past, and now we have the mini biomes. And this set is absolutely beautiful. We actually have 5 different mini biomes. Starting with this one, we're going to have a little mountain as well as a dripstone cave with the mini micro biome Steve. Right here, we're actually going to have the flower forest biome as well as another cave down below with a little creeper. Right here, we actually have the mushroom island with the coral reef down here and a little micro mushroom. Right here, we're going to have the desert temple as well, you know, obviously going to be in a desert, as well as a continuation of the coral reef down here, which is super pretty. And then right here, we have the, I don't know what biome this is, because it's not a dark oak by any means, but it does have the little lush cave down there with a little pillager right here, as well as a pillager outpost. And as you can see right here, we actually are going to have this little area. And what's super cool is you can actually take this off and swap whether it's going to be daytime or nighttime. All you have to do is flip it over around, slap it there in the back, and you can change the day/night cycle. And this is going to be my second favorite one out of the entire wave because I love displayable Minecraft sets. I love the adult features we got going on here. It's just so pretty. For $60, this thing was such a fun build, and I absolutely think that it's going to be worth it. And for the most expensive one out of the wave, we actually have the Wither Battle. This thing is going to have 494 pieces and is going to cost $65 when it comes out. In this set, we actually get 2 little wither skeletons. We have this awesome player mob with the netherite armor and the brand new mace as well. Plus, we have an adult strider and our very first baby strider as well. But the reason you're going to be getting this set is because of the wither mob. This thing is pretty cool built. It has, you can tell, the little skeleton features right here, and it actually features some wither skulls that aren't actually going to be the wither skulls you can put on player models. Taking a look at the set, it does feature a couple of things. We actually have the little nether portal here with some little torches on top in the little fungus biome, as well as the actual wither kind of arena, as I'm going to call it, because we actually have a little walkway going up to where you can actually spawn the wither. Right here, we actually have 2 different withers right here, one being on the left, one being on the right. They're both actually going to be crying some lava, and I actually built this a little wrong, as you can tell right there. But what's really cool is this actually is going to have a play feature, because once you actually put the wither skulls right here, all you have to do is flip this down, and it'll literally just reveal the wither in the back as if you just spawned it, which is really cool. Plus, this set even features the very first nether star as well, which is really cool. I'm just kind of sad that they didn't give us a beacon in this set because that would have made it a lot more sense. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this set. I actually really like the old wither a lot better than whatever we have right here. Having the actual play feature to be able to spawn in the wither is pretty cool, and I really do like the crying things, but for $65, I'm not super impressed with the set. I kind of wish it would have been a little bigger and maybe featured more than just this random little walkway to the actual wither right here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, studs. I really hope that this helped you decide if any of these sets are going to be worth it for when they actually come out in January, because this is going to be 8 unique LEGO Minecraft sets, and a lot of them are worth it and some of them are not. But seriously, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.